My project is called the Centenarian Project. In this project, I will talk about health issues regarding the centenarians. My specific purpose is to talk about cognitive and behavioral aspects of aging. Some reasons why you should listen to me is because taking this class has helped me to understand more of what a centenarian is and how they age. We should care about this topic because one day a family member could be a centenarian, or us ourselves can be one of them. The main idea is that we're going to talk about cognitive and behavioral aspects of a centenarian. The complexity of both a neural and cognitive function, however, making exact mapping between brain and behavioral extraordinarily difficult. And so these reactions begin largely speculating, although ultimately testable. Establishing such links between brain and cognitive is a principal goal of the cognitive neurosciences. This is especially important for somebody that lives to be 100 years old, because that can take a huge toll on their neural and cognitive function. So my first main point is, what is a centenarian? According to people who live to be 100 have in common growing numbers of Americans who live to be 100. Nationwide, the centenarian groups have grown 65.8% over the past 3 decades, from about 1980 to 2010, according to the new Census Bureau data. The total population has increased from 36.3% over the same amount of time. Some characteristics of a centenarian is that they're mostly female. They are overwhelming amount of females since 2010. They live with others. Centenarian females most likely live in nursing homes. And they also live in cities. Large majority of the oldest U.S. citizens live in urban areas. The proportion of a centenarian in the United States is smaller than many other countries. For example, 10,000 people, that's 1.92 centenarians in Sweden, 1.95 in the United Kingdom, 2.70 in France, and Japan is 3.43 centenarians per 10,000 people, beating even the longest lived state, North Dakota. My second main point has to do with the cognition of a centenarian. As age-related changes in the brain structure and function are not formed across the whole brain or across individuals, age-related changes in the cognition are not uniform to the older individuals, especially centenarian. The basic cognition function also affects by age are attention and memory. As the aging person gets older, they tend to lose more memory and need help doing daily tasks. Somebody that lives to be 100 is going to need even more help than a normal aging person, because they'll have so much more memory loss and are unable to move like they used to. However, evidence suggests that some attention and memory can be uphold well with age, rather than some others. It shows that specific age relative decline attributes to many different sensorial capabilities. The third main point is that many older people feel that they're capable of doing things and they refuse the help of others. They ultimately start having problems understanding and performing everyday tasks. Older people often continue to perform well with the cognitive tasks to live despite decline in some of the underlying cognitive abilities, and some tasks that require new learning or that depend on speed of responding performances diminish with age, such as performances that have to do with everyday life, such as paying bills or filling out tax forms. According to the 8 habits of improving cognitive function, the first one is brain training games, and research has shown that stimulant-rich environments and problem solving can prevent cognitive loss. Another is getting exercise, which can also prevent the decline of cognitive function. And finally, social connections is a very big part of a sedentary's life. Since most of them all live together, researchers have found that feeling isolated from others can disrupt sleep, elevate blood pressure, increase depression, lower overall subjective well-being, that can decrease brain function and reduce cognitive function. So a big point in a sedentary's life is to live with other people. That helps keep your brain moving, keeps your body moving, and helps you live a longer life. In conclusion, many centenarians will have some type of cognitive loss, but how they prevent it in their earlier years is most important with social connection, diet, and exercise. After sharing these points, I hope that you will be more aware of why it's important to take care of your cognitive health, especially in a person that is 100 years old. These are my works cited.